Hello, and welcome to a new show where we will talk about the articles you missed from the past couple weeks. My name is Armando Saucedo. I am the multimedia editor for The Connection.
And I'm Alexis Gibson, the new videographer for The Connection.
Let's hop into the content that you may have missed. Starting with the video. Reality Ready is an initiative on campus to get future professionals ready for the demands of the workforce. In our first episode, I, along with Kyle Smith, president of Project Playhem, the video game club at Schoolcraft, sit down with Mark DeRitter, an expert animator that has worked on massive games such as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Ghosts, and Infinite Warfare. To learn about Mark's journey and what it takes to get involved, watch episode 1 of the Reality Ready series.
The Jack Kent Cook Transfer Scholarship is now open for application submission and is due by January 16th. Students looking to transfer out of Schoolcraft next fall are eligible to apply. Several Ocelots have previously earned a $40,000 scholarship, and the next Jack Kent Cook recipient may be on campus now.
Schoolcraft culinary alumnus Billy Earls' bakery, So Delish, recently opened in Livonia. Cakes, cupcakes, donuts, pies, cookies, and more. Earls does it all in his Livonia business that he calls a little bakery that does big things. And evidently, he's not wrong.
Governor Whitmer has recruited another member to the Michigan Commission of Law Enforcement Standards, also known as MCOLS. Schoolcraft professor of psychology and department chair, Dr. Lisa Jackson. In her role, Dr. Jackson will help create safe and ethical training regimens to ensure law enforcement is properly situated to protect and serve their community.
Schoolcraft College's new president, Dr. Glenn Cerny, has a vision for the college's future. His primary focus is students and the communities surrounding Schoolcraft. Everything the college does moving forward puts the students and former students and their success on the forefront.
In episode 2 of Reality Ready, Connection Multimedia editor Armando Saucedo and Ben Bolstrom, news editor for The Connection, sit down with Sydney Blackman, a new media coordinator. Sydney Blackman has been working in new media and communication for a little while now. She's worked with the Arizona Coyotes, Los Angeles Dodgers, and also was the communications manager at USA Hockey. Now she's working as a new media coordinator for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Halloween is going to look a little bit differently this year as COVID disrupts even more of 2020. While trick-or-treating may be off the table this year, there are still a variety of safe options out there to get you into the spirit. In the article are a few local options to go celebrate the season, including several haunted forests and trails.
Schoolcraft's Film Challenge is back again this year, but taking a different approach from things from previous years. Students interested in participating will have 2 days to film or animate a video that includes certain elements based on this year's theming and requirements. The challenge is free to enter this year and will take place on November 13th.
We learned about the new form Halloween would take this year in the article, Do Jack-o'-lanterns Have to Wear Face Masks? And now, we bring a fresh perspective on another seasonal item, gourds. While the pumpkin seems to be an obvious fan favorite, you can learn more about the editor team's favorite gourds in the upcoming editorial. It's a slow news cycle.
Now it's time to take a bit of time to highlight an arts and entertainment article written by our lovely A&E editor, Vay O'Neill. This week, we're talking about some of the new Netflix content coming out later this year.
Sarah Cooper, Everything's Fine, is a variety special full of sketches dealing with a bunch of light and fun topics, such as issues of class, gender, politics, and race. Along with Sarah will be several of the most special of guests who will be in interviews, sketches, and other shenanigans. It's coming out on October 27th.
Adapted from Pulitzer Prize winner August Wilson's play, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom celebrates the transformative cultural importance of the blues and artists who have and continue to refuse society's prejudices and judgments. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is directed by George C. Wolfe and adapted for the screen by Ruben Santiago Hudson and is the final film of the late Chadwick Boseman. Anger and dissent rise to an afternoon recording session in 1920s Chicago. As a band of musicians await the arrival of pioneering performer Ma Rainey, played by Viola Davis, the mythical mother of blues. Fashionably late, the courageous Ma clashes with her white manager and producer over control of her music. As the band takes shelter in the studio's rehearsal room, steadfast trumpeter Levy, Chadwick Boseman, encourages his fellow musicians into an eruption of stories, uncovering long untold truths that will forever change their fates. It's coming out on December 18th.
Barry Glickman, played by James Corden, and Dee Dee Allen, played by Meryl Streep, are New York City's stage stars with a disaster to deal with. Their new multi-million-dollar Broadway show is a miserable failure that has nailed the coffin shut on their careers. Meanwhile, in a small-town Indiana high school, student Emma Nolan, played by Jo Ellen Pellman, is choking down a very different kind of catastrophe. Regardless of the support of the principal, Keegan-Michael Key, the head of the PTA, Kerry Washington, has denied her from going to prom with her girlfriend, Alyssa, played by Ariana DeBose. When Dee Dee and Barry agree that Emma's situation is the perfect low-hanging fruit to help resurrect their public images, they set off with Angie, played by Nicole Kidman, and Trent, Andrew Rannells, another pair of hapless actors looking for some professional necromancy. But when their selfish celebrity Frankenstein project suddenly backfires, the foursome finds their lives completely overturned as they rally to give Emma a night where she can finally celebrate who she really is. Directed by Ryan Murphy, The Prom is the breathtaking, heartfelt adaptation of Bob Martin, Chad Bugulin, and Matthew Sklar's award-winning Broadway musical. It's coming out on December 11th.
Well, that's all we have to talk about today. Make sure you visit theschoolcraftconnection.com if any of these stories interest you.
Also, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to see more.
Bye.
Bye-bye.